Welcome to Robot Fighting League.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 2019 Autumn Robot Fighting League! I'm hoping you're ready for a night of robot carnage. We have 14 robots ready to do battle to see if they can claim the title of champion. Might I direct your attention to our wonderful arena, which is still going strong after all the years we've had it, and still has the fantastic roof that Labman provided us. So it's looking much better with it, and safer as well. As well as that, we also have some lovely deadly hazards inside the arena to keep our contestants on their toes. The first hazard is a classic wall of spikes. Robots can be pushed into it and immobilized, or flipped over into the dead zone, which means they will immediately lose the fight. And our other hazard is a staple of every single Robot Fighting League, which is our pit. May look simple, but if you don't underestimate it, one mistake and you will fall in and lose the fight immediately. So the way the competition will be working is that each fight will last 3 minutes or until a robot is immobilized, thrown behind the pit, or into the wall of spikes. If they last the full 3 minutes, we have two fantastic judges who will be deciding who wins based on style, control, damage, and aggression. Speaking of our judges, we have two of them tonight. On the left, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Your left or my left? Right.
The same left.
The same left, yes. It's Josh Chowdhury, and what was that news?
And on our right, we have...
Yeah, I'm Alex Stalivalis. I'm a member of staff of Electronic and Electrical Engineering.
Yay. Our judges will be providing invaluable wisdom during the fight, and will be deciding the winner in the event if it isn't clear. For actual wisdom about the competitors, we have our wonderful presenter, Amy.
Hi. Oh, thank God the microphone's on. I thought it wasn't. I'm here from LSTV. You'll see the cameras around the room tonight. So I'm addressing you, the person watching the live stream, as we'll be live streaming this whole event to YouTube if you couldn't manage to make it to the event. Very ready for it.
Thank you, Amy. All right, the time has come to find the meanest, most fearsome, most dangerous, and most destructive robots in the university. They will all fight to earn a shot at the Robot Fighting League Championship in an elimination tournament with a little chance of redemption along the way. Can I have a round of applause from everyone, please? All right, our first fight will be a battle of the veterans. This team comes from the School of Mechanical Engineering, and they unfortunately lost their championship title on the last event. So they have refined their design and are making a comeback with their next generation. So please give it up with Alternator, the sequel!
Hop in there with yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is.
All right. For our second competitor in this first fight, it's actually from Labman. And Labman have been very kind to us, and now they actually want to make their mark and actually compete in our tournament. And they're apparently incredibly confident because they're entering a Beetleweight robot, which is a maximum weight of 1.5 kilograms as opposed to our 5 kilogram limit. So they're very plucky, so please give them a warm welcome to Centrifuge! All right, everybody, you ready for the first fight of the evening?
3, 2, 1.
And we're off! Okay, that's pretty impressive spinning. And the lights have gone out. Is that a bad sign? Well, I wonder if it was meant to do that. It sounds very much dead. So, Alternator, I mean, it was a nice upgrade, but it doesn't really appear to last. Yeah, it looks as though it's killed itself. I mean, okay, so Centrifuge is showing off there, doing some spinning while it's waiting to see if
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I do wonder what happened there. I can't. Alternator died a quick death.
I'm just going to head straight in here. Great job. I know you didn't get a lot of chance to show off what's going on here. So for the benefit of everyone else, can you explain what was going to be your strategy if you'd had any competition whatsoever?
Well, this robot can travel at about 20 miles an hour in theory, so you should be able to drive around a lot of people. Has about 500 watts of drive power, so hopefully you can push them around a bit and should be able to spin up a bit and do something, maybe.
What's with the choice to make it... Rest in pieces, my dude. What was in the choice of making it so small?
It was made for a different weight category, and men will convince me to come tonight, so...
You feeling confident with it?
We'll see.
The picture of confidence. Let's have a chat to these guys. Guys, what happened?
Well, we've tested it 10 times. It's worked every time. It just decided to commit suicide from the looks of it.
Sometimes it be like that. I mean, what exactly has happened?
Our battery fell out.
Have you tried duct tape?
Yes.
Maybe that's the problem. What else is going on in here? Are you going to be able to fix this to come out again?
Yeah, we'll fix it now.
It should be fine. So this armor on the outside, pretty sturdy. What is it?
Aluminium and 8mm polycarb.
Because some of us were debating as to whether it is in fact a saucepan.
It is indeed a stock bot, yeah. A 3mm aluminium stock bot, yeah.
So how confident are you feeling that your stock pot is going to be the winner today?
Well, it's got non-stick, so I think pretty confident.
The one thing that will stick is victory. Thank you very much. Can we have a round of applause for our competitors, please? Back to you.
Thank you very much, Amy. All right, so Centrifuge will be going round into the next round, and Alternator will get a chance to come again. So it's not the last you've seen of them. All right. Up next, we have another battle of the veterans. This time we have... All right, so we have one of our longest-running competitors, and the person who convinced Centrifuge to enter, is Will Khan, who decided to ditch his old... He apparently has a fan base. Who has decided to ditch his old designs and is entering with a completely brand new robot. It's a low-hanging spinner trying to catch out anyone who failed to protect the underside of their robot, so let's see how it fares. Please welcome Colonel Alloy!
Let's keep the energy up.
Keep the shot going!
Yeah.
All right, apparently not. We'll see how they fare. All right, we'll introduce their competitor while they're, I don't know, cowering in fear or something. All right, so our other veteran for this fight is Johnny Mitchell, who also has a fan base. Rival fan base or the same people? We'll see. And he is the creator of Choppy, and he has absolutely, definitely decided to leave that design behind. You know, the spinning saw blade inside a box made of weird material. He's definitely left that behind, I swear. So please, hopefully this time will actually work, please enter Computer!
So, is this going to be another quick victory, I wonder?
Depends if they turn up in the first place. I think we're figuring that out.
Oh.
Bear with us, everyone. Robot fighting, robot building at the very least, is a very difficult business, and as Alternator did show, they can be very temperamental at times.
In the meantime, I believe Computer's showing us some moves.
Yep. I hope that battery's going to last.
Yeah. Did a bit of a wheelie there for us.
Go on then, show us the weapon.
Yay! Okay. The lights have gone up. And we
All right, everybody, looks like Colonel Alloy is ready. So once again, can you give it up for Colonel Alloy?
Here he comes.
3,
Here we
2,
go.
1.
Okay, so we've got a spinny thing on the front.
Okay.
Straight for the boundary. That's,
Indeed, yes.
are we moving?
I think they're trying to psych each other out here.
Okay.
And the psyching continues. Hey! That was a bit of a blow, yes.
Okay, so there's definitely some force behind those weapons.
Indeed, yeah.
Dangerously close to that pit.
Well, it goes to show, better late than never. And when it did arrive, it arrived fighting.
There seems to be some smoke coming out of the computer.
Yeah, computer's not doing so well by the looks of it. It looks like
Is he stuck?
I wonder. Its blade doesn't seem to be rotating either.
No, we're
Yeah.
pretty close to that pit.
Oh, very dangerously close. Oh, that's a surprising move by computer there. Does it have the power? No, it looks like it doesn't have the power to push it into the hole, into the pit.
I mean, that chassis on Carnage alloy is really holding strong though. It's a really nicely built piece of kit.
Oh, it looks very impressive, yeah. A clear victory. Looks like a well-deserved
That was
victory
a
there.
proper fight.
That was indeed a proper fight. Well-deserved victory there by Colonel Alloy.
Well, that was actually a very, very good fight from the both of you. Very good performance. However, Computer, you were the loser. How do you feel?
Fine, pretty good. it was pretty good.
You had no emotional attachment to your son.
Now, my weapon wasn't working like from the beginning of the fight, so it's good that he went out with a bang.
What was your weapon?
It was like a spinner, but with a circular saw blade on the end, but couldn't get it working.
Do you think your spinner would have been any match for this very intense metal spinner?
No.
At least he's honest.
So I have to ask, after Choppy, we've now moved on to Computer. What is it with making robots out of things that some people say shouldn't have robots made out of them?
It's just really cheap to grab things from a scrapyard and put the same electronics inside them.
I have to say, I am missing the face. I like Choppy's face that had been drawn on at one point. Will you be making any stylish additions to this?
I thought about it, and I'll maybe for next time I'll put some ears on it or something.
Excellent. Let's have a round of applause.
Well done, computer.
We also have our winner, who I say would deserve quite a cheer as well. How was that fight for you?
Good. I'm just very relieved that it actually worked. It's the first time it's been properly tested in the arena, because you just never know. Usually, the first time it goes in, something will just break.
What were you anticipating was going to happen? Explosions?
I had absolutely no idea. Loud noises.
Loud noises. Well, you did win, and how confident are you feeling that this beast is going to stand up against the rest?
I have no idea.
That's the phrase of the day. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys.
At least he's honest.
One more round of applause for the both of them.
Well done, Colonel Alloy.
So our rest of our competitors need a little bit of a break to make sure that everything's working, just to make sure that, everything's in working order. So while we're having a little break from that, we have FDM here, who are a supplier of electrical components, and they are very interested in that. They're actually sponsoring us, helping us fund the event. So FDM, if you'd like to come down and have a little talk, there we go, right here. You want to go to Amy?
Hello, everyone. Hello, FDM.
So, can you guys hear me? Yes. Yes. Not sure who to speak to directly, so I'll just spin around. I work for FDM. FDM is a IT and tech provider for our clients. Yeah. So, goddamn right. Yeah. So what I'm pitching today is graduate schemes. We have graduate schemes both in tech and business, loads of different roles. I'm not going to go into them now, but if you guys want to come and you can take a business card, I can get back in touch with you. Thank you very much and enjoy your night.
All right, guys, we're ready for the next fight. So this robot is part of a long-running tradition of experimenting with strange materials for armor. Here we have a spinner with a tire for its armor, and it's a hope to try that its springiness will catch its opponents off guard. So please put your hands together for a tire!
So I had a quick peek of a tyre before, and it did look quite good in terms of defence.
Yeah, the tyre's definitely going to be tough.
I hope so. I did notice their attack weapon as well. I thought it was pretty good, but obviously I haven't seen it in action, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah. So let's see, that might be it. Let's see if that's a weak point or not. Certainly the chaps are smartly dressed.
All right. There we go. Okay, so for our next fight, we have Helen. Oh, sorry, no, we don't because it's not ready.
20 seconds. 20 seconds, we can ready.
All right, you got 20 seconds. Everyone count down from 20. I don't know. Attire, show us what you're made of. Show us off what you've got.
Wow, so the spinning thing's moving then?
It is moving. That's always a good start.
Wow, some impressive RPM there by the looks of it.
Let's see it move. Okay.
Hey,
yeah, that's
so
nice.
it's certainly got some moves then. So some fantastic advice there from Jordan.
That is fantastic advice. Try and hide.
Okay then, she's ready. So Helen has entered many times, and her robot has always been a delight with us, with a design supposedly reminiscent of a piece of cooking equipment. This robot uses a bicycle chain as a weapon. So please give a massive round of applause for Waffle Iron!
Isn't it? We have a tyre and a bicycle chain.
Oh, indeed, yes, yeah.
So that chain's going to really catch on that rubber tyre.
Oh yeah, I imagine it would do some damage. Helen sounds like she's a bit of a veteran when it comes to the robot fighting league events.
Yeah, the other neat thing with this is it's such low profile. That's going to go right underneath that.
3,
Yes,
2,
yeah. So
1.
an interesting match.
Okay, and
Alright, no psyching each other out on this one. Straight into it by the looks of it.
going in. Yeah, okay. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
so a tyre's lost something unfortunately.
it is. Okay, I'm going in for a charge.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
right
yeah.
underneath that tyre. The tyre armor's really doing nothing there.
Yes, by the look, yeah, definitely. Okay. Interesting bit of a cat and mouse game going on at the moment. Indeed, yeah.
Is it stuck? Waffle Iron
Oh,
doesn't seem to be.
no.
There we go. Okay. In
Waffle
for another
Iron's
charge. Close
Oh,
to the pit.
dangerously close to the pit. Okay, a tyre, well,
Okay, I just noticed the little suit on the back of a tyre. That's really cute.
yeah, yeah, indeed. It is by far definitely the smartest robot here. Okay.
And they're locked.
Oh, they're locked together. And it looks as
They're
though
maneuvering around each other. and
Indeed,
they're really
yeah.
going for that pit. It's the way to beat each other.
it also looks as though the Attire's weapon is redundant. It doesn't seem to be It's just too high up.
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't matter whether it works or not. You just wouldn't be able to hit waffle
And
iron.
it's spikes.
So
Yep, we're stuck again. Okay, there we go.
we've had, yeah, indeed. A little bit of dancing going on.
That's half your time, competitors.
They're trying to be quite strategic in this match. I like to see that. It's not just going for brute force. They're trying to work around each other, trying to maneuver each other into that pit.
No, definitely. Yeah, that's always a good sign. Certainly entertaining, if nothing else.
Yeah, the question is whether they're going to push the opponents in before they drive themselves in.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
We keep getting dangerously close there.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder who's got the more. Oh, look at that! Waffle Iron's really giving a tyre a run for the money.
I can feel those vibrations from it dragging across the
Oh!
Oh, straight into the barrier. And we must be getting into the last minute here.
Yeah. Oh! And I would say that was unlucky. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, unlucky for Waffle Iron.
Oh,
I would say up until that point, Waffle Iron.
Helen. Helen. What happened there?
Hello, hello, hello. I drove into the pit.
Can you explain, was there a problem with your steering or did you just decide you wanted to tap out?
I suck at driving. I genuinely suck at driving. This is not like Kilohertz back in Robot Wars that they won best driver at BattleBots. I do not have that a capability. I genuinely suck at driving. So it was all going so well. I was pushing, and I thought if I just last to a judge's decision, I could win. And now I'm in another rumble.
It is a good looking robot though, it functioned really well. Are you happy with how it performed?
Yeah. I'm happy with how it performed. Apart from the pit incident, that's I think I might hide in a corner for a little bit.
I will let you go and hide in the corner. We'll see you again later though.
Unlucky, Helen. It was an impressive piece of engineering,
Hello
though.
everybody. Now this is the enthusiasm we can get behind. But guys, I hope you feel bad about what just happened.
No, definitely don't feel bad about winning. Stupid mistake though. We didn't tighten the weapon down.
I was going to ask, what was the first bit that fell off? What is this?
So this is the top of the motor, which tightens down the pulley. And we didn't tighten it down, so it fell off. And then the motor was spinning, but the pulley wasn't, so it didn't spin the weapon.
So do you think you could have won that quicker with a weapon?
Not against Waffle, because we physically couldn't hit her. So weapon or not, it was probably the perfect fight for it to fall off. So yeah, but anyone else, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got attack and defense on this robot. Which one are you more confident about? About its ability to bounce other people off or hit them?
Well, if you had asked me before that fight, attack definitely. But I don't know, 50-50. I think it's great. Both the attire is a great weapon because it's compliant, but great armor. But the weapon is amazing because it's a solid steel bar spinning at God knows what speed.
Finally, I'm going to ask about the suits. You're all looking very sharp, so is the robot in more than one way. Why?
Oh, because it's called attire. So it's attire, but it's also stylish just like the rest of us.
Excellent. Great job, guys. We'll see you later.
One more round of applause for both of them.
That was definitely the smartest looking robot here anyway, or the most well dressed.
Yeah, it's looking good.
All right, our next fight will be between three robots, so it should be interesting. First up, this team tried to compete last event, but unfortunately, due to various mishaps, they couldn't. So they're back again. They're back with a vengeance, trying to compete. A lot of their parts are 3D printed, so we're going to see how well this goes. So please give a massive warm welcome to Cylinder!
That's a really nice looking 3D printed exterior on it. Looks kind of like a cake.
Yes, it does indeed. I hope it's as impressive in performance as well as it is in look.
I mean, this is now looking
slightly concerning. What's going on?
All right then. So, you may have noticed, it's a few people, but you may have noticed a couple of people wearing paper masks. And if you're wondering what that is, well, it's from a crowd favorite last year. The robot developed a certain kind of following. Anyone who was there at the last event just remembers that, and Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this team gave a great show last year, and we're all looking forward to seeing them again. The design is certainly iconic, and the style is sure to please. So please, give a massive, massive round of applause for Thomas the Tank Engine!
Tank Engine! This sounds like it's going to be a good one. Mean-looking eyes on Thomas.
This is the stuff of a child's nightmares.
Indeed, yeah. I do wonder about the choice of cylinders materials, though. 3D printed material isn't particularly strong, so...
Well, it looks like individual pieces as well. They could be coming off.
Yes, yeah, that might not help.
And if there's anything that's going to take them off, it's going to be a steaming train.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Certainly Thomas is looking quite mean there.
All right, it's another classic this time. Ethel has entered almost every competition we have run and is still going strong. It's a combo between a drum spinner and a wedge robot, which keeps them from being hit while remaining mobile and aggressive. Peter's gunning for the championship once again, so let's see how he fares. Please go wild for Ethel!
Now, I've seen a few videos of Ethel, and she did look pretty good.
Yeah, that wedge shape could get right underneath the other robots.
Very
It'd be
much
great
so,
flipping them
yeah.
up.
I think this is definitely going to be an interesting battle royale type of a fight.
Yeah, they've each got their advantages. I'm yet to see what the cake can do, but...
Indeed, yeah. I wonder if Thomas can even fit in the pit.
3, 2, 1.
And they're off.
Oh, straight into the spikes.
Oh,
this is wedged. No.
Yes, Thomas seems to have a bit of a suicide streak there.
Ethel's straight on the attack, dangerously close to the pit.
Indeed, yeah. Now it's the time of the cylinder. Right, Ethel is certainly on the offensive here.
Yeah, but there's definitely some trepidation going on next to the pit there. Can we escape before falling in? Are we immobilized?
Yes, indeed. I wonder if the cylinder has been immobilized.
Okay, now they've both got scoop weapons here, but Ethel really has got the low profile, so we're able to get straight underneath Thomas.
Well, Ethel's definitely the veteran of the Robot Fighting League Championship, so she certainly knows what she's doing. She's now showing off her moves.
She certainly seems to be the only one that is moving.
Yeah, Thomas seems to be unresponsive, and the cake is definitely stuck.
I don't know about you, Raph, but I feel vaguely threatened by the red glaring eyes looking straight at me here.
Indeed. 10 out of 10 for a mean look.
And there goes the counter.
That's the mobilization counter, people.
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, there we go. Ethel's got it.
And a well-deserved victory there.
Well, I was warned about Thomas before the event, but I have to say nothing could prepare me for quite how nightmare-inducing that is. Do you want to come over here, guys? Just a bit more central. So, first of all, why?
It just went a bit off the rails. I'm not quite sure what happened there. It just ran out of steam.
I'd say our plan was on track, but then there were some mishaps, and we'll just have to pull back to the station and hope everything's okay.
What do you think is the problem?
No idea.
Just the absolute scenes of you two there with beers going, don't know what the problem is with my death robot. Well,
sorry to interrupt you there, Amy, just quickly. Can Saad, the person with biowarfare, please go to the workshop, please? Sorry, Amy.
Summoned. I'll let you guys fix whatever happens to be wrong with it. Hello. What's the situation?
It was going great until it stopped moving.
That is often the problem.
Considering the state it was in this morning, I consider that a win.
What was the state this morning?
Completely not working. Nothing was assembled, the wheels weren't properly printed, and it just wouldn't have moved at all.
So you were still actually completing this robot this morning?
Yes.
Okay, so to say you were underprepared might not be unfair.
It's technically called it's like when you plan to build right on the spot so you don't waste any time. It's maximal efficiency.
Well, it worked out really well for you in that fight.
Just in time manufacturing.
I hope George doesn't complete his assignments in the
So
same way.
how are you feeling about the rest of them with the current state of this?
I mean, had we not fallen into the pit, then it would have been fine. So I think actually we will be fine. I mean, the other two robots were veterans of the robot fighting leagues. So I mean, it will be fine for future robots. We will triumph.
Tactical experience, really, at the end. Yeah.
All completely on purpose.
Yeah, let them think we're easy, and then we can get them on with their thing. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, speaking of veterans, I'm fairly sure I've seen Ethel here every time since my first year. Not Ethel. Yeah? Every single one. I'm still going as strong?
Improving in some ways, breaking in others.
What is it about the design that makes this robot so unbeatable?
It's all about the wedge.
It's all about the wedge, everyone. So what is your tactic then? Just to keep pushing people into the pit?
Probably. Last time when I fired up my drum in testing, it let out large amounts of white smoke, so I'm probably not going to be revving it up that high. It is a new design though, so.
Last question, what is new about this design then?
Before, the motor was inside the drum and got pretty much totaled every single time I had a good hit. Now it's outside the drum, which means that it just gets totaled whenever I'm on the drum.
Excellent. Well, good luck. Can we have a round of applause for all of our contestants on that round, please?
That was certainly a very entertaining fight.
All right, folks, it's time for the final fight of the first round. So, this next robot may have heard of it. See, robots and competitors shiver and cower at the name of our next competitor. The whir of the motors causes panic in the streets, and its weapon sends grown men running for the hills. This robot has won multiple times, and many competitors tried to take down just this single robot. So please, give it up for Screaming Sumo!
Hello, Screaming Sumo.
Again, it's a beautiful robot. There's some great lighting in that chassis.
Indeed, yes. Well, I can see an obvious weapon there. It looks quite meaty.
Yeah, I think that's going to have some really serious weight behind it if it hits something.
Oh, I think it's capable of doing some serious damage there.
Now, long-time viewers of Robot Fighting League might know we have a resident mad inventor called Sard. It's the guy we were calling out earlier, mad for many reasons. He makes amazing creations such as Bruce Lee, a robot that uses nunchucks masterfully, and Half Empty, primarily known for having a duck strapped on top. A plush one, not a real one. He appears to have gone with a food theme this time, so please put your hands together for Bio-Warfare Light!
Wow, so yeah.
Bio-Warfare,
Definitely a food theme going on.
There's definitely some probably out-of-date snacks on that. Okay, I'm guessing this is a very, very pressurized bag of crisps.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
That could cause some serious problems clogging up the enemy weapon.
That might be a good strategy.
Three, two, one.
And we're off.
Okay, straight to that. Oh, close to the pits.
I thought that was going to be well.
Oh, there we go. And there's bits flying everywhere.
Some serious damage already.
There's a wheel off. There's crisps everywhere.
Indeed, yeah.
This is amazing. So much carnage.
So much carnage, indeed.
You know, it's a shame to see all that food wasted.
Indeed, yeah. Looks like the food robot has been completely immobilized.
Oh.
And there is no mercy from Sumo.
Screaming Sumo's really just toying with it now.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have crisps in my face. They've somehow gone through the screen into my face.
That's very impressive. Sumo's certainly shown what it's made of.
6.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder who's going to win, Raph. Who do you think?
1.
This is it. It's going to be a close one.
I think we'll have to deliberate on this one for a while.
I mean, I have so many questions. I don't quite know where to begin. I'm really not sure which one of you to start with.
And the team is frantically doing some cleanup now.
The Hoover is out, everyone.
This is the most cleaning
Carnage is
these
being
guys have
dealt
ever
with.
done.
Would you care to step into our light and explain what the ever-loving God was that?
I love food. I love food.
Did you see any benefits of putting the food on the robot for fighting?
Slightly. I mean, it's like reactive armor, so it looks like it's taking damage, but it's not.
Was the strategy with the crisps to become a trip and slip hazard to slip the enemy up?
I was thinking more like the crisps get all over the robot, so then later, when the mechanic tries to fix it, he can't fix it because it's all sticky.
You're playing the long game. Oh, okay. I mean, we're still cleaning up your robot. So what is the Can you please bring that slightly close to the lens, as there is not a lot left of this robot. Is there any hope whatsoever?
Yeah, the lipo safe.
The light?
The lipo, the battery.
So I'm assuming you're gonna put more snacks onto this and rebuild it completely?
No, next time.
Next time. Excellent. Thank you so much. Incredible job. I was talking about him. No, as always, fantastic job. You've got some flair on this guy. That's a very stylish robot. Are you proud of him?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the best things I've ever built, and that's why I put so much goddamn work into it.
How long, sort of altogether, do you think, hours-wise, have you put into this robot?
Hours? No idea, but originally it took about a month to build. Well, a month to design and build. But then all the extra flair, that actually took probably more longer than everything else.
What do you think about it makes it such an animal?
Well, I mean, everyone's so scared of it, they're actually offering up not even, theoretical food, actual food now, so...
Like offerings to a Greek god, that's how you see it?
Oh, absolutely. It's like they're offering, instead of offering robots, they're offering actual food.
I did see you in that last fight gesture as to give him a choice whether you continue to destroy his robot. Are you going to show any mercy?
I'll show mercy for the ones who deserve it.
That's intimidating. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.
Well done, Sumo.
All right, so every competition we have a little thing called the Redemption Rumbles. And the Redemption Rumbles are the losers from certain parts of the competition all going up against each other just to see if they can redeem themselves, hence the name. However, they do have to go up against the current champion. And actually, we'd like the judges to just keep an eye on them, pick their favorites, keep it secret. We'll ask them later. But yeah, keep an eye on those robots. So the first one that's coming back is Alternator.
Okay, we'll see if Alternator can keep its batteries in this time.
Oh, yes. An interesting one.
I mean, the probably 1 second of action that we saw at the start last time was pretty good.
Yeah, it did seem to have a good start. Hopefully they've used some decent amount of duct tape this time.
Yep, good lights, good speed. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're waiting for one of the other competitors, but before then, we shall introduce our champion. It was a surprise entry at the last event from one of our previous judges.
It's certainly moving now.
The robot has a risky design utilizing solid foam so it can try and tank hits, but beyond that, it's a bit fragile. The face on the front strikes fear and dread into its opponent, so please give a massive cheer for Angry Iceberg!
Angry Iceberg!
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Yeah, the wedge shape, that could really take Alternator out. Again,
Definitely, I'd agree with that, yeah.
Just has it got enough power to flip it?
Yeah,
And the
absolutely.
last person
But
to be
it's
part
got
of
a
this
good
Redemption
impressive
Rumble
size as well.
is
Should be able to
wonderful.
push it quite
Please
well.
welcome back Helen with Waffle Iron.
Okay, so Waffle Iron's got to stay away from that pit this time.
Oh, most definitely. But it should be an interesting match because if you look at the way Angry Iceberg is, it can just about get underneath it. So Waffle Iron not got much place to hide this time.
Yeah, but Waffle Iron's got some speed. Let's see what happens.
It's definitely got agility, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and we're doing that frantic spinning again. Has the battery gone?
And the battery has gone again by the looks of it.
There's
So it looks like it's down to Waffle Iron and Angry Iceberg.
Okay, we can't replay history twice. We've got to stay away from that pit, Waffle Iron.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got a flip, but recovered straight away.
Indeed, yeah. Angry Iceberg being the aggressor here.
Yeah, going for both robots at once. So, but it's stopped. Is Angry Iceberg dead in the water?
Unfortunately, it looks as though Angry Iceberg is not doing so well.
Set here?
If Helen plays it very coolly,
9, 8,
Waffle
7,
Iron may just
6.
win this one.
That's the mobilization.
moving
Oh, there's
again.
back.
Okay, everything to play for.
Everything to play for indeed.
Still going, people.
Strategically, everyone's staying away from the pit this time.
Yeah, who's going to take the first move at pushing the opponent in? Here we go. Waffle Iron's going for the kill.
Waffle Iron's got a lot of power for its size.
Yeah, those must be some serious motors we got in there. So,
Oh, yeah.
stay away from that pit,
And
Waffle Iron.
Angry Iceberg on the defensive there.
That's from the man himself. He's saying he's in trouble. Yeah, they're staying away from each other. Who's going to go in for the attack?
Yes, indeed. Waffle
There seems
Iron's
to be
got to play it cool now.
Yeah, there seems to be something wrong with the maneuverability on Angry Iceberg at the moment. Yeah, but we're hearing it from the controller that there's something jammed there. So, okay, and we're also Waffle Iron's jammed as well.
Waffle Iron?
They're both stuck.
Is Waffle Iron moving?
9.
There's
That's
the
the mobilization counter, people. Come on, Helen. You got
6,
this.
5.
Waffle Iron.
Oh, they're
right,
moving.
Waffle Iron's
Okay,
back.
okay.
So at least Waffle
This
Iron's
is really
moving.
a close one.
Angry Iceberg is just stuck in a rut. No, Waffle Iron showing us some moves there.
Yeah, this is kind of a robot dance-off.
Yeah, by the sounds of it. It's just entertaining the crowds. Thank you for that, Waffle Iron.
How are we going to judge this, Raf? We're going to have to
30 seconds
do
left.
Something.
Indeed, yeah.
I mean, you could say style's a criterion. Can you do something stylish, guys? Show off.
Stylish in terms of movement.
I mean, that's some nice
Waffle Iron
spinning.
should- well, yeah, well, that's a bit of a nice dance. Is that hip hop break dance? Yeah. So Jordan's telling us that's hip hop. Yes, excellent.
We're counting down again.
And that's time.
And I think we have a clear winner there.
So our judges will be thinking about this for a little while. They're going to judge them based on style, control, damage, and aggression. And while they're thinking about that, we'll head over to Amy.
Right, 3 robots in 1. Who should we go to first? Helen, come over here, get in our light. I think that deserves an applause by itself. Well done. You are not as bad a driver as you think you are.
I don't know, I'm not the world's greatest driver, but basically I have to admit that whilst in practice I was trying to drive round obstacles and I hit them every single time. It's like everything I don't want to hit, I hit. Like the pit in that last fight, or the boxes, or the floor underneath the mats I was testing Waffle Iron on at home.
It might work to your advantage, like bashing into the other robots. You have got a weapon on there.
Yes, I have. I think I hit it into the wall. Oh.
How are you feeling after that fight, though? Not a win for you in terms of straightforward. You never know. Judges are deliberating.
Well, I'm just going to pray for mercy on my soul.
So fair, thank you. Who else have we got about? Who should we speak to? Everyone has left. Oh, there you are. Very well, how are you?
Yeah, no, good. So I think this is what screwed me up.
You want to tell us what that is?
It's a piece of sarge, I believe, and it was stuck underneath holding one of my wheels off the ground.
So is that why you lost mobility?
That is, I think, why I lost mobility. Also, though, I would like to say very well done to my competitor for continuing to move there. But yes, can I ask that perhaps we clean the floor a little bit better next time?
Okay, well, aside from cleaning problems, how confident are you feeling with this robot? I was told about the foam on the outside. What is good about that?
So basically, with all these spinny impact weapons, the foam just kind of, you lose a bit of foam and it doesn't do anything else. So it worked quite well last time against Screaming Sumo. And if I am right that this was the sole problem, then I'm quite keen to take on that horrible metal thing that we saw earlier. What was it called again? No, the more horrible metal thing. No, the much more horrible. What was it called? The one in the first that killed the computer.
Oh, Colonel Alloy.
That's the one. Yeah, I have me some of that.
That's the right attitude. Nice one.
Jordan,
Give it up again for all our competitors. All right, Jordan, before you leave, judges, do we have a decision on who our winner was?
Yes, I think it's a unanimous decision by both judges. It's definitely the Waffle Iron.
Hey!
We felt it had a very stylish way of competing and going about itself.
Yeah, it just kept on moving. It's also, it looks kind of nice, like nice low profile. I mean, personally, I would have gone for Alternator there, but you know, I was talked out of it.
Alternator came out fighting, but last all of about 15 seconds. Well done, guys, but unfortunately, whilst you might have been more aggressive, and certainly we can't finish without giving Jordan a bit of a plug. He certainly looked aggressive, but definitely Waffle Iron had it on the day. Well done, Waffle Iron.
Congratulations, Helen. So, just before we go to a short break, I want to do two things. First of all, can we have all competitors to the workshop during the break? You guys have a lot of patching up to do. For everybody else, this is a reminder for all ShockSoc members. There's a couple of events coming up as part of ShockSoc. We have a pub quiz with MechSoc coming soon, as well as the ShockSoc EGM, where we'll be electing more people to be on the committee. So if you're here and part of ShockSoc, make sure you keep an eye on our socials for both of those events. So now we're going to have a short interval. It'll be 15 minutes, so go to the toilet, get yourself a drink of any kind. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Folks, we're looking for SAR and biowarfare. Our mad scientist has gone missing. If you see a mad scientist in the area and he doesn't have a collar, please send him back to the workshop. Welcome back, folks. All right, it's time for the second part of the competition. First things first, we have our second Redemption Rumble. So these are going to be the losers from the second half of the first round. So please, welcome back, Ethel 2!
Wow, Ethel's back. This is going to be an interesting one.
Are we allowed to say losers? I didn't think we were allowed to say losers. The ones that tried very hard.
Yes, indeed. But if I'm honest, Alex, I think this is probably a favourite to sort of survive.
Yeah, I mean the wedge shape's always a favourite. It's pretty good at flipping things.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Can it survive the round?
I think its only weakness is
all right.
The pit.
And the loser of one of the losers who was originally a champion who needs to try and claim it back. We have Angry Iceberg.
Angry Iceberg, welcome return.
Yo, VIP.
Yeah, let's hope that we're not having problems with the motor and picking up bits of stuff. I saw the guys cleaning things very thoroughly this time, so there's no excuse.
Yeah, indeed.
And you'll be glad to know that we found our mad scientist. So please, welcome back, Biowarfare, or what's left of it.
Biowarfare.
Yeah, the snack selection's looking a lot poorer this time.
With a little bit of tape. And I don't even think he's upgraded to duct tape, it's just sellotape.
Yeah, we got some trepidation from the tech crew here. They know they're going to have to do some cleaning again.
I think they're placing it nicely, like a lamb to a slaughter.
We're on 3 wheels, right?
We are, look, we might even be on 2.
2 wheels, okay.
All right, so I'm annoyed I didn't say this the first time, and seeing as it's a Redemption Rumble, are you ready to rumble?
3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're going straight for the crisps.
Yeah, Ethel's gone straight in for it.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, now we've got wedge on wedge action.
Yeah, Angry Iceberg and Ethel toying with each other there.
Yeah. I mean, they're both still moving this time. That's good.
Well, if this was a boxing match, I think this would be Prince Nassim against George Foreman.
Yeah, that low-profile wedge on Ethel, that's really getting underneath Angry Iceberg. Can we get a flip, though? Oh! Close to that pit again.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But the crisps remain intact. This is really quite impressive.
Yes, indeed.
I can see the tech guys praying that those crisps stay intact so they don't have to clean again.
Oh, Angry Iceberg there, taking an aggressive maneuver.
Yeah, and I think I saw something coming off there. I don't know.
Yeah.
What it was. Yeah, we're just going for a ramming here.
Yes, and Ethel's fighting back now. Oh, Ethel's cornered now. Angry Iceberg giving it some.
Oh, close to the pit again.
Oh, indeed.
Okay, and we're all close to the pit.
Oh, wow. An impressive maneuver.
This is getting so close.
Ethel's definitely fighting back.
Okay, we were going in from the side there. That could have been a really good move. Oh!
And suicide committed by the bag of crisps.
And we've kept the arena clean.
Thank you for that. Ethel dicing with death there with the spikes.
Okay, come on. Can we move?
Oh,
Are we stuck?
This is
No, I think we're alive. I think Ethel's alive, maybe?
No, I'm sure Ethel's alive. I just wonder if she's stuck. Oh, no, she's out again.
Oh, go towards the pit.
Wow.
Oh!
The clear winner.
And Angry Iceberg.
A nice strategic maneuver there by Angry Iceberg.
That is a redemption.
That is absolutely brutal. How are you feeling?
Relieved. It was incredibly embarrassing falling apart like that in the last one, but yeah, no, that was okay. Happy with that.
Which side's just so the people on the live stream can see you?
It's my new, more streamlined shape is clearly the advantage.
Clearly, the wedge on wedge action there. What do you think is the best strategy to take when you both have that good shape?
Well, I mean, I think it's all about who is the wedgiest wedge. You need to be like absolutely wedgy, and I was concerned that I wasn't going to be wedgy enough, but I think I wedgied Ethel that time, so.
So, Ethel, can I get you over here? Maybe. How was that for you? Go ahead. How's that?
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was quite balanced. I need more weight in Ethel. Angry Iceberg is about twice the weight of Ethel. So.
Would you think of sizing up Ethel in the future?
I might just try and load it down with a load of ballast. I don't want to create a new robot for this, just because I'm not a student anymore.
Ooh, an admission right here. So.
I don't think that the builder of Angry Iceberg is a student either.
I am at least 40% sure he's not a student. So, not a win, but how are you feeling coming out of this? Are you still a supporter of your robot?
Yeah, I need to get the drum going. I did try and run the drum up to do a bit of damage to Biohazard, but it wasn't responding, so.
A good job anyway, thank you very much. And finally, I know you're not supposed to have favourites, but I mean, with roasted chicken and thyme, you can't not.
Exactly, I love it.
Have you changed flavours for this robot?
Yes.
Last time, was it a sweet chili?
Yes, it was.
Do you think that maybe the change in crisp flavours influenced how that fight went?
Definitely, it definitely clucked like a chicken. I mean, it was proper clucking there, so I think I'm alright.
Did you go into that fight with any hope at all of triumph?
I'm just happy it survived. I don't have to fix it again.
Are you going to go back and snack on those crisps?
No, maybe the next robot.
Okay, perfect. Well done to everyone. Well done.
All right, sorry, folks. Some of our competitors are having a bit of trouble repairing things. While we're doing that, as you may have noticed, we've both got a competitor coming from Labman, and Labman have helped us get the wonderful roof we have. And for anyone looking to come to the next event, we're hoping to get a metal floor, so, you know, we might see some sparks. But since they've been so helpful for us, Labman, would you like to take to the floor and just, you know, tell us a little bit about yourself? Wherever you are. Are you anywhere? No?
Anyone?
Yeah, maybe. Who?
Anyone?
Here we go, here we go.
He's
Gonna
running.
find Amy down there. Down there,
Yeah,
find
you gotta
Amy.
come down here. You gotta work for it.
Hello. We're having a good time? That's good. So we're from Labman. We're sponsoring the event. We provided the roof for the arena, and we just love this stuff. If you're looking for a job, like you're going to graduate, or you are looking for a summer placement or a year in industry placement, and you do some discipline of engineering, software engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, then you are very welcome at Labman. Feel free to apply. We are a very fun company. We do, put my beer down. We do custom automation for laboratories and R&D departments and loads of other stuff. So if robotics is what you're into, worth a shout. We've got plenty of stuff to enjoy at the company as well. We've got a climbing wall in the office. Not many companies can say that. We've got a squash court. We run go-karts outside in the summer. Just stuff like that. If you're enjoying this competition, then it's likely that you'll enjoy the sort of work we do at Labman. So, like I say, give us a look. labmanautomation.com, is it? .co.uk. labmanautomation.co.uk. Have a look at the jobs we've got on offer. Have fun.
Thank you very much, Labman. All right, so we're going into the second round of the fight, and something we unfortunately missed on the first round, you know, just to give the competitors a chance to shine. Now, normally, previous people will realize that we have a house robot. And the house robot is mildly strange in the fact that it just breaks every single rule. It's 10 kilograms, it's made out of massive amounts of metal with a ridiculous spinner. Anyone who's been to the competition before will remember this robot, so please, can everyone go wild for Valkyrie!
Well, funnily enough, this is my first time at Robot Fighting League. I'm a bit of a fraud here, and I'm learning.
Wow, okay.
That is some heavy piece of machinery.
Yeah, looks as though it can do some serious damage. Notice its wheels are quite well protected as well.
So, those who don't know about Valkyrie, Valkyrie is mildly deadly. All right, stop showing off, Will. So Valkyrie is going to be sitting in the arena, and if a competitor just happens to get a bit too close, Valkyrie will eat into them faster than people like pancakes. So let's see those competitors who will be facing off in the first of our second round fights. The first one is the deadly, the horrific, it's Sumo!
This should be an impressive fight.
Yeah, both really nicely machined pieces.
Both of these should last around, provided they don't fall into the pit.
I hope we get an opportunity to really see that weapon on Sumo go this time.
Now, I hope people liked Thomas the Tank Engine. Give me a cheer if you like Thomas the Tank Engine. Of course you did. So they're back on next. Could you please give a warm welcome to them again?
And warm welcome to Thomas the Tank Engine. Certainly the meanest looking robot here.
Yeah, I'm never going to sleep again, Ruff.
Three, two, one.
Okay, so I know who's got the fear factor here for me, Ruff.
Well, for me, Thomas the Tank Engine's got the fear factor, but
yeah.
who's the most powerful? That's the
Oh.
question now.
That's really doing some damage there. Well, I say that, but actually I can't see really much of a dent.
No, exactly. I think Thomas is very well protected.
Oh!
I spoke too soon!
It's just too big for the pit.
What an impressive match! And Sumo's definitely giving it some welly.
Oh, it's really hitting it hard.
Yeah.
But that aluminium seems to be holding up quite well.
And there's another piece that's flown off there. Whoa!
Yeah. It's heading for the pit.
Wow! And Thomas is fighting back. Somebody's shouting out, you can do it, Thomas.
The crowd's really behind Thomas.
Most definitely.
But now Valkyrie's just sitting there brooding. How long before she comes in?
I was going to say, Valkyrie's just taking its time, mulling things over.
That's the mobilization counter, people.
Thomas seems to be a bit immobilized there.
Oh.
2, 1.
Ah, we're immobile.
Unfortunately, we didn't see much action from Valkyrie in this one.
The mournful pop of a train whistle.
There's no words to describe that sound. Is that coming from the robot or from somewhere over here? Because I tried to hold the microphone up as you went past to pick it up, and I was like, hang on a second.
So what's the question?
There it is. So, were you immobilized at the end there?
Basically, yeah. We've had one motor for the entire thing, so we could drift lazily left or drift lazily right, and that was the only motion we had.
Were you at no point wondering about how you would engage in combat?
No, basically, just like staying alive. Just like drifting around.
Isn't that what we're all doing? So today wasn't meant to be.
No, not quite. We'll be back next time, it's fine.
Are you going to make him more weaponized, more awful?
We'll probably leave him exactly the same, but repair the damage.
Can I just make the request that you add more whistles?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. So, which one of you would like to explain yourselves first? Valkyrie, we didn't see a lot. Tell me, what are you actually capable of?
Mass destruction.
Mass destruction.
Just obliterating things, yeah.
What is it that makes Valkyrie the perfect killing machine?
It's 10 kilos. 10 killing power.
What is the average weight of the ones that you're actually beating up?
I think about 2, what are we on?
The average weight's around 2 to 3 kilograms, Sumo's 5.
Oh, everyone is absolutely buggered, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You seem to feel pretty good about that. You're smiling. Do you not feel an ounce of regret?
No, not at all.
Perfect killing machine, just like the robot. And Sumo, once again, what a handsome fight. All those lights, I really appreciate a bit of style, a bit of flair. What do you appreciate in a robot?
Well, I don't appreciate the fact that I couldn't dig deep enough to actually do any damage.
Yeah. What is it about your design that you think lets you down?
Well, the spinner's more of a puncher than it is a spinner, really. It just punches over and over and over again.
I mean, it's worked pretty well so far. How are you going to progress now?
Well, actually, we're thinking about retiring Sumo and making a new one. We're thinking about making one that's way better to,
Way better? How are you making way better? That's a strong claim.
secrets.
Christ, okay. Well, thank you very much. Go work on those secrets. Thank you, guys.
Certainly the crowd not liking the idea of Sumo retiring there.
Yeah, Sumo's put up a good fight. Whatever comes next is going to be horrible.
Yes, it most certainly should be.
The house robot strutting and stuff. So the house robot stays in every fight and is more or less a hazard like the pit than anything else. All right, it's time for our second round fight. So this time we've got a battle of the newcomers. We've got Attire.
So Attire's back. I've been told they've been tinkering away at it in the background just to make it as streamlined and impressive as they can.
Yep, they've just been ironing their suits again, making sure they look sharp.
Come on in, lads. All right, well, they're getting, as Raph says, well, they're still, oh no, here they are.
Come on, tuck your shirt in.
Now, Labman were strutting their stuff earlier, talking about their company. So let's see if they can hold on to their winning streak. If that fight was considered a win, can we have back Centrifuge? Apparently not. Apologies, everyone. As I've said before, robot building is a tricky business. We try and get people to get in, try and help people get into it, and apparently Centrifuge has gone completely missing. Centrifuge, if you're anywhere out there, please come back. We love you, I swear. But robot building is a seriously tough business. We've had many competitors. They've tried to build robots. They've had so many things gone wrong, but we try and have other competitors help each other out. So it's a nice competition, this one. Anyway, so I think Centrifuge are ready. So we'd like to welcome Centrifuge back in one more time.
Yeah, again, we've seen before, Attire's kind of susceptible to those low-profile wedge shapes.
Yeah, definitely. Although I'm told that this time their attack weapon is fully working, because it didn't seem to be last time.
Yeah, it'll certainly be an interesting match.
3, 2, 1.
There we go, it's spinning up, ready for the attack.
Most definitely.
Is it low enough to really do any... Oh! Yeah, and there's our answer. Oh,
absolutely.
That's really hitting hard.
And I think the size of
Centrifuge.
Yeah, the size of Centrifuge isn't helping here.
Yeah, there's no way. If Centrifuge carries on going for the front of Attire, it's not going to work out well.
Absolutely.
Oh, there we go. Every hit's really hard.
Yeah.
We actually had sparks there.
Yeah, Centrifuge taking a real pounding.
Centrifuge has got to get away from that front weapon and get in at the sides. Get the weak point on the wheels, or we're really going to be in trouble here.
Definitely.
And we're edging closer and closer to the pit. Oh, there we go! That was a clean victory.
Attire.
Clean victory for Attire.
Well, that was not a long fight at all. Centrifuge. You were staring distantly at that. If you would care to come into our light zone over here and chat about what happened. So, very, very small robot.
Yeah, a very small robot, and the drive decided to die before it came in, so it wasn't on full functioning.
What was it that got knocked off immediately? Looked like one of your side panels?
Yeah, one of the side panels which helps us to drive and spin the weapon, so if that goes, then we can't spin the weapon properly.
What actually is the weapon? Because from out here you can't see it.
It's a drum spinner, so it's got 3 teeth which spin around at about 15,000 RPM.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast when it works.
One of the
Unfortunately, it didn't work for you this time, but a very nice robot nonetheless. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Are you going to make it bigger and better?
Not bigger, but better.
I like that. I like that. Thank you. Attire, would you care to join me in the light? In the light. I've been told that no one on the stream can see people unless I get them to come over here. The camera is just behind that light there. So, what's the sitch?
Well, it worked.
It did, and it worked very, very well, I must say.
Yeah, we were pretty scared because that's the representative from Labman, but it was easy, to be honest. I'm joking. It was an amazing robot. It just didn't fare against our mild steel bar, essentially. If Labman are watching and they want to give us a job, I'm up for placement next year. Yeah, I love a job.
Well, that was the point. Do you not feel you may have made an enemy of Labman now?
No, I think if anything, they should hire me just so I'm on their side. You know?
Better a friend than an enemy.
Oh, exactly.
So, he looks in pretty good shape. The tyre is holding up well. Is there money repairs to make, or are you pretty good to go?
We're probably good to go straight away. We've got a little bit of damage to the front, but hopefully nothing to worry about yet.
Okay, well, perfect. Unless anyone else has anything to say about this wonderful robot. Right, we'll see you guys next time.
Round of applause for the fight.
During the interval. Not now, but I so how no, because would you get them to do.
That's a lipo alarm. Whose is it? Because that's problematic. Valkyrie, do you need to check your lipo alarm?
Looks as though we might not see much action from Valkyrie this evening.
Yeah, there's some emergency surgery going on here.
That really would be a shame, though, because I was looking forward to seeing it in action.
Yep, JT's there with his adrenaline and the pads ready to shock it.
All right, folks. I believe they're ready. This is the last Redemption Rumble. So the winner of this Redemption Rumble will be going into the semi-finals. So it's a close one. So the fighters we have are Colonel Alloy, Angry Iceberg, Alternator, and Cylinder. Come in, folks, come in.
So see,
If you look closely, you can see a stylish addition to Alternator.
Carnal Alloy's back, Angry Iceberg, Cylinder's ready to go in.
Yep, Cylinder's still got all of its 3D printed pieces attached.
Yeah, George, let's hope that Cylinder works this time.
Yeah, can we please check that battery is firmly stuck in? It seems to have got a little hat.
Indeed, yeah,
What-
maybe third time lucky then, perhaps.
I can't see what it is. It's facing the wrong way. What have we got there? Oh, it's got a little Thomas face.
In honor of Thomas.
Okay, so he's trying to inhabit the spirit of Thomas the Tank Engine, which worked so well in Thomas's last round.
3, 2, 1.
My Alternator's kicking
We
off.
got
by
bits
showing it
flying off
again.
already,
Right,
but-
Angry Iceberg's
Oh.
gone straight in for the kill with Cylinder.
That's brutal.
That
But
is
at least
brutal
Alternator's still spinning.
It goes to show when.
So Alternator's speed is really tearing pieces off the other robots there.
Most definitely. It does show when it works.
Oh.
Oh no, Cylinder's had a massive blow.
Okay, that 3D printing has not held up this time.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my worry.
close to the pit for Carnal Alloy.
I think looks as though Cylinder's out for the count. And it seems to be Angry Iceberg. And
Carnal Alloys, yeah, it's really tearing into that. Okay, so there are pieces moving on Cylinder over there. I don't know if this counts as immobilized or not.
barely alive.
I mean, it's kind of pathetic to look at there. Yeah, Alternator dead in the water again. So really, it's just down to the last two standing. We've got Angry Iceberg and Carnal Alloy facing off against each other.
Indeed, yeah. At least they're both moving.
Oh, sparks from the enclosure there.
Angry Iceberg seems to have taken a bit of a pounding, but it's still in there.
Yeah, they're really both going for it, but I think is Carnal Alloy in trouble there?
Carnal Alloy
We're not
does
moving.
look as though it's not moving very well.
Yeah.
9.
It looks like Angry Iceberg.
That's the mobilization counter.
Jordan Denton.
Good Colonel Alloy, take it out.
3, 2, 1.
There we go, clear winner, Angry Iceberg.
Definitely, yeah. A very interesting fight.
A
Well done,
triumph
Jordan.
Win. Well done. Can I grab you for a second? No, I cannot. Yes, you. Here. Hello. Excellent win. For a moment there, you were getting bits blown off you. How are you feeling?
Fine, that's the whole plan, right? I mean, I've got about 5 to 10 centimeters of sacrificial foam on the outside, so pieces are not a problem. And yeah, I was quite pleased because that is one well-designed and nasty robot there, but it did not seem to. Well, I mean, it caused a fuckload of cosmetic damage, but I don't think it did me any real damage inside, so I'm pretty stoked. Thank you.
Yeah, you just summarized it. Thank you. Oh, everyone else looks like they're sort of just rooting through the pieces of their robots. Oh no. Oh no. Can I interest you in showing that to our loving audience? To say it was in good condition would just be not the truth. Can you tell us exactly what's going on here?
Well, there was an aluminium plate there in that gap, but there's not anymore. So we're in that arena, and then once that happened, the whole thing fell apart. And the top was never attacked.
For a bit, it was a bit of a life left in it, and then I don't know what happened. It just died.
In honesty, the top was never actually screwed on. It was just sort of loosely placed on top.
I think it was really screwed on. It was 50% hot glue, so.
We did tell Colonel Alloy to absolutely destroy us because we're going to redesign the whole thing.
So that was a purposeful self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice. We were deciding this was not the design for us. We are going to completely redesign. So better go out with a bang than yeah.
Back to the drawing board. We appreciate you. Alternator? That was very impressive. I'll get you to move over this way so everyone can see you. That was a very impressive speed at the start.
I mean, we fought for glory and we got glory, so.
You were absolutely blowing people out of the water. How fast were you going, do you think?
It's about 100 miles an hour. Yeah, so.
Wow.
But it needed the tortillas to really sort of pull it all together.
Thomas really helped.
I think Thomas was a very welcome addition. Whose idea was Thomas?
We wanted to spin it Thomas in our robot to allow us to succeed.
Do you think that adding some kind of, they're doing an on-the-spot fix. You can watch this happening, everyone. Would you think of adding some kind of weapon to its external rather than just the bolts to destroy near cover?
I feel like the bolts do a really good job when they're going at that speed. It's just reliability, and as you see in the earlier fights, we can get very fast.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and if you look closely, or not very closely at all, you can see that 90% of this is duct tape.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only way it's held together right now. Oh no.
Minute by minute, we're missing more pieces. Do you have a summary for us of your performance today so far?
Redemption. That's our summary.
Excellent. You're going to go duct tape this some more? We support you. You go. And while they hoover, let's have a little rest.
All right, folks. We're just going to, we'll be going to another quick interval just because we need to get people ready, help people get ready for the finals. Just a quick announcement. You may have noticed that this event is pretty complex. This event takes a lot of people to run, and every year we lose more and more of them to the horror that is graduation. We need to keep this event running year after year, so if you're at all interested in helping out with this event or interested in competing, please come and see myself or the director at the end of the event. Also, if you just like the event, you don't want to run it, but you like the event, we've got some merch outside. So if you like ShockSoc merch, you want a mug warmer, you want a couple of badges, anything along those lines, it's literally next to the door you come into this room. So thank you very much. We'll see you back in 15 minutes, which means it'll be 20 past. So have a nice break. And welcome back, folks. Welcome back. All right then, so. Cool. All right, guys, so we have for you 2 semi-finals and a final. So, are you excited? Wonderful. So, one thing you may have noticed, I don't know whether you may have noticed, but the people who created Ethel, so Peter, and the person who created Waffle Iron, Helen, they look kind of similar. It's because they're siblings. And so we thought, you know, there's nothing better than a bit of sibling rivalry. So we've decided to make them fight. So, can you please give it up for Ethel 2 and Waffle Iron?
This should be an interesting one. I must admit, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, they're both really low-profile robots. These are going to try and get under each other.
Yeah, so should be a fairly even match, this.
Yeah, the previous rounds, they've both been pretty nippy, both quite fast. They're both pretty good at getting underneath things and just generally annoying the hell out of their opponents.
Yeah. You could say they're good at getting it under each other's skins.
Ah, good one, Raf. Yeah, let's just hope that neither of them drive themselves into the pit.
Yeah, that would be an absolute crying shame. And hopefully we're not having any technical issues with Ethel. Doesn't look too good though.
Keep those fingers crossed. Good to see this match happen.
Oh dear, this fight might be over before it's even begun. Oh. That's not a good sign.
All right, guys, that's such a shame. Give me a round of applause for Ethel. But don't worry, we do have a fight for you. We'll just wait until they're ready.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Ethel's done pretty good in the previous rounds, so it'll be good to see what happens.
Yeah, so she's competed in every single event, so that's definitely a shame. Veteran of the Robot Fighting League.
All right. So give it up for the gents in tuxes. Let's give it up for Attire.
Attire. So we have a rematch from Waffle Iron and Attire today.
Yeah, so we've got the brutal weapon on the front of Attire versus the low profile of Waffle Iron.
Yes, exactly. As we said before, we were a little bit concerned about the positioning of the weapon that Attire's got.
Yeah.
As the judges have just pointed out, this is a rematch. So this is actually the first time this has ever happened in Robot Fighting League of a true rematch just randomly happening in the competition. So, can you give it up for Waffle Iron and Attire?
3, 2, 1.
And they're off.
So we'll see what happens if they go in front on. This time both the weapons working. And yeah, we're underneath that spinning disc mostly.
Mostly, but it does look as though it's trying to do some damage.
Yeah, there's a chance that... there we go.
Come off.
Bits coming off.
Wow! So
yeah.
that looks as though Waffle Iron...
Whoa! That's one of the side panels off Waffle Iron's gone there. So
yeah, so it looks as though Waffle Iron is vulnerable or susceptible to Attire's weapon after all.
Can Waffle Iron get away from that front weapon and get those wheels? Oh, it's really cutting away there.
Yeah, Waffle Iron's strategy might just be to try and survive this.
Yeah, the front of Attire is definitely not a place that you want to stand.
Yeah, clearly Attire's weapon is fully functioning now. And certainly wasn't before. Waffle Iron looking a little bit worse for wear there.
Yeah, it's still moving though. Still moving. Can we see Waffle Iron get in there from a different angle?
Yeah. He's got the maneuverability.
Oh, yeah. There's some speed behind that as well.
Yeah. Attire on the chase there.
They're really going into a strategic phase of the fight now. Oh.
That's half-time, competitors.
Waffle Line still fighting back though. Every time you think it's out for the count, it comes back.
There's so much debris over the field now. All the bits that have come off Waffle Iron, but still moving.
I don't envy the people who have to clean up the mess.
That noise is horrible. Oh, there's actual sparks.
There's sparks flying off. Sparks flying off Waffle Iron. Or is it Attire?
It looks like Waffle Iron's struggling. No, not moving. Not moving.
That's not good yet.
That's the mobilization counter.
Are we mobile? Yeah, we've got 5 seconds to go.
Go on, Helen, you got this.
2, 1.
I think we're out.
There you go, clear winner there.
Such a close match at the start.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Waffle Line certainly put up a good fight though.
Excellent job again. We did just lose it at the end there, didn't we?
Dead.
Do you think that's the end?
I don't think it's the end. It's the end for that chopping board. The side panel and back panel, they're achievable. The googly eye. Can I have a look at the side panel, please?
We need to obtain the side panel. Let's come forward a bit so everyone can see.
Googly eye, rest in pieces. Rest in pieces, googly eye.
So,
may well need to get a new one, but I've got a spare. This, I can fix. It's all fixable. I've got spare screws, I've got a spare chopping board, but I don't think it's going to be fighting again this time.
no, that's the end for today.
Yeah, I suspect so, unfortunately.
But I like that. You're not going to redesign. You're going to stick to it, mend him, get him back on the road.
Mend her?
Mend her, I'm so sorry.
Basically, I greatly underestimated Attire's weapon here. I was hoping to get revenge. I was hoping to also break their fist on my face, but they broke my butt and my side.
Will you be adding a bigger weapon at all?
Well, the problem is that, well, I may have sorted out a weapon. They've taken out all my weight on this as well, but I've got spare weights. It's because I've got spares of everything, even the eyes. But God, that was brutal. That's the worst damage that Waffle ever suffered. Even worse than Sumo.
Even worse than Sumo. Guys, that's quite a compliment. You did more damage than Sumo. Come over here, speak to us. So, yeah, you do stand a chance. How was that for you?
That was incredible because, well, first off, Waffle Iron's an amazing robot, and we didn't think that we'd be able to hit it at all. Well done. Because it directly counters our robot because we physically shouldn't have been able to hit it, and I don't know why we could, but it all worked out great.
It just worked out for you. We've got the suit almost coming off at this point. I hope that's going to be resecured.
We will, by the white tack currently securing it to the tyre. I'm amazed. We printed 5 of these and we haven't even been through one yet.
I think the crinkles in it add to the effect. It looks like it's been through a lot. But in general, excellent performance again. There were sparks flying.
Sparks are fine. We deal with them all the time when we have to cut down balls, so we're used to them.
Have you got any closing statements on your upcoming battles?
Iceberg, better watch out.
Better watch out. Thank you, guys.
Fucking hell.
All right, guys, it's time for the second of our semi-finals. Now, these two have fought before. They actually fought in the last final, if I remember correctly. As these two are very powerful robots, but they've taken a beating this competition. We'll see how they do. So can you please give it up once again for Sumo and Iceberg?
So this should definitely be an interesting match. Sumo and Iceberg. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, they're both pretty tough. They both had a couple of slightly scary moments, but I think they're pretty well matched.
In honor of Thomas, who lives on.
That is incredible.
Give it up for our arena managers. Give it up for the arena managers. They have to deal with have to deal with the shit that the competitors give them.
A good use of duct tape there, Jordan. Well done.
It's a hybrid, everyone. They're hybrids. Oh God.
Amazing.
I need therapy.
I tell you what, everybody, I was expecting something, but I wasn't expecting that.
So we've got the brute force of the weapon on Sumo versus the low wedge on Iceberg. This is going to be really interesting.
Yes, I definitely think so.
3, 2, 1.
Anyone's fight this one. Right. Sumo quick off the mark.
Nice manoeuvring, so we're getting away from that wedge, but not for long.
Yeah, the defense on Angry Iceberg is fantastic. The wedge doing its job.
Yep, but is there enough force behind it to really push Sumo? It's quite a strong robot.
Oh yeah. I think
that's the first of the top.
The disguise has been revealed.
Yeah. Angry Iceberg certainly got a lot of power. Oh, that wasn't healthy.
Again, I'm being sprayed by bits.
Sumo dangerously close to the pit there.
Oh! Gotta stay away from the pit. Nice manoeuvring.
Oh, it's just managed to get itself out there, yeah.
Oh, right underneath the wedge there. So.
And now Angry Iceberg is certainly relentless.
Yeah, they've just got to outmaneuver each other. They're both going front on, and that's maybe not the best way. So
yeah.
There we go. Okay, so Sumo's getting in at the side now. Oh, that's taking some real damage off Iceberg. Is that the whole of the front?
But I have to say that wedge is doing its job.
Yeah.
That's half time, everyone.
As good as Sumo is on the offensive, Angry Iceberg is definitely great on the defensive.
Yeah, but we're really doing some serious damage to that wedge on the front of Iceberg.
It still seems to be holding quite well, though.
Yeah, I think the big metal strip's off, though, so...
Yeah.
We're just digging away at the foam underneath. So,
Whoa! Still anyone's match.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Is this going to be a battle for the pit?
Our job isn't going to be easy if they...
Now that Thomas is going to struggle... Sorry, Thomas, no. Iceberg's going to struggle to flip Sumo.
Yeah!
Sumo can go in for
30 seconds remaining.
Sumo's still fighting away. No question about it. Both of these robots are still kicking strong. Now, Iceberg's taking a pounding. Whoa! Iceberg's taking a pounding, but keeps going.
Yeah. No sign of any real damage to Sumo yet, though.
Yeah,
6,
I have to admit that
5,
you're right on that
4, 3, 2, 1.
And stop there! What if it... Stop it! Children, stop it! That was a fantastic fight. If the judges want to start deliberating, Amy, over to you.
That was absolutely fantastic. Can I get both of you over here at the same time? Is that possible? Yes. Oh. showmanship, camaraderie. We like that. How are you both doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the fact that Mike Thomas stayed attached definitely means I won, but I realize some people might see it differently.
You didn't seem to be doing a lot of damage, but you did.
Well, I ejected Thomas for a tactical weight loss. Tactical weight loss.
I mean, you saw it would make you faster, stronger, better. You went, no, not having it.
It was slowing down my spinner.
You just can't be doing that. He's made a death trap. How are you feeling about your robot? You're causing all that damage and you look like you've taken none.
No one hurt Sumo. Well, I'm actually happy that the wheel didn't fall off this time. But considering it fell off out there, I was actually quite worried when it spun around in the air a couple of times. That was a bit worrying.
So, the two of you, who really deserves to win that?
I think we should both go in the final with someone else because there was no clear winner there.
Interesting. And yourself?
I agree.
Okay, we didn't get one selling the other out there. That was, Can I get like an "ah" from everyone?
Well, do we want to go to the judges? Judges, do you have us an answer? They're still deliberating.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to decide. So, based on our discussion, I reckon, it's got to be Sumo that stays on.
Okay.
So,
that wasn't an easy decision to make, I'll add. That's based on the fact that Angry Iceberg lost quite a sizable piece, and we're not including any of the bits lost on either of the two Thomases. So we're not including any of the Thomas pieces. It's just purely the debris and what was lost from
so
Iceberg.
we're judging based on damage, right?
Yeah.
So the ability of Iceberg to do damage has been reduced.
So where's that piece of metal that flew off Iceberg then?
This thing's fine.
So based on losing that, but yeah, that was certainly a good fight.
This is decoration. Thank you.
Give a round of applause for both our contestants. Now we're coming into the final soon, but just to give Sumo especially a little bit of a break, just to quickly patch anything back together. I just wanted to remind everyone that we're ShockSoc, and this is an event we run twice a year. The next one, if you're wondering, is going to be 11th of March, so put that in your diaries. If you want to help us run the event, and good God, do we need you, please come and see us after the event. It's a great group of people just running the event, getting all this done, doing really cool things. It's very stressful in the days and the week beforehand, but believe me, it's rewarding when you see this magnificent audience. Give yourselves a cheer. Of course, if you want to compete, that's an entirely different story. We're running a Give It A Go. We're running a Give It A Go on the 12th of February. So, in the event you want to compete and you're not quite sure how, or you want to find a team, or you need some advice, come to Alec on the 12th of February. We'll put more details out on our socials, so keep an eye on that. We'll have advice about things like how to compete, about how to build robots. You'll be able to find teams there. So if you want to compete in this fantastic competition with these brilliant competitors, then absolutely come to that and you'll get plenty of advice. While I've got the opportunity, I just want to say thank you to the school for helping us out so much. They've helped us with so many things, giving us places to go and have meetings and help out with stuff. They're giving us access to labs, both electrical and mechanical. So I do want to thank the schools for both of those. And also we want to thank the LUU, the Leeds University Union. Those are the people that help us run the society, allow us to have it in the first place. And they were the ones who gave us the base of the arena anyway. So big thanks to both the School of Elect, School of Mech, and LUU. All right, guys, we'll be back with you with the final once we've figured out how the robots are faring. competitors, any competitors in the room, we have a little something going on after the finals. So if you would mind making your way to the workshop, if you still have a working robot. So if you still have a working robot, only if you don't worry about it. But if you do have a working robot, make your way to the workshop for a little extra something.
Nah, 3 minutes.
Sorry guys for the wait, but unfortunately Sumo is about to catch on fire or something like that. One of its motors has decided that it's going to go to overdrive. So before then, we were... Hey! So before then, we've got a bit of a plan. We were going to do this as a little thing after the final because it was, you know, it would be quite fun. But, you know, we'll do it now because, again, we need to give Sumo a bit more time. So while we were waiting for Sumo, we discovered that every single other competitor that has a working robot is ready and raring to just destroy something. So they're not in the final, but we decided we'd have a bit of a Carnage rumble, if you will.
This will be an interesting...
I do love myself some mechanical sadism. All right, everybody, can you just give it up for every single robot coming into this Carnage rumble? Round of applause.
Wow, yes. A real battle royale. Again,
we've got Iceberg, we've got Ethel, we have Bio Warfare, we have Alternator.
Again, John,
and we have
making some good use
what
of
even is
duct
that?
tape.
Thomas the Tank Engine has shrunk.
I'm enjoying all of the repair jobs here.
If you look at Biohazard now, tortilla wraps are the latest edition.
The bag of crisps is still intact.
Oh wow, that's great.
Oh, there's a little bag of crisps as well on Alternator.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that. I wonder if that's to patch something up or to give it some energy.
We seem to have a couple of wraps on Bio Warfare there as well as the crisps.
I was going to say Bio Warfare still hanging in there with 2 wheels.
Why do I get the feeling that the other...
All right, everybody, are you ready to...
3, 2, 1.
Let the carnage begin!
It's all sorts of stuff flailing off Alternator there.
Whoa!
Oh, almost straight in the pit.
Oh!
That was spectacular. Straight in the pit.
Yeah.
Bio Warfare appears to be stuck at the side. Nobody's going for the crisps.
And Ethel seems to have done some damage to 2 robots in one go.
Yeah, Iceberg and Thomas have made good friends.
Oh, indeed, yeah, mating for life by the looks of it. Oh, Iceberg's free now.
Nice. Can somebody just burst that bag of crisps, please? I've been waiting for this for ages.
Yeah. Ethel's giving it some welly. Thomas is out for the count by the looks of it.
Oh, near the pits again for Ethel.
Yeah, I did.
Careful with
really
this driving.
That.
Yeah.
It seems to be down to just 2 now, Ethel and
Yeah.
Iceberg.
I think Thomas is dead. Yeah. So.
Thomas is either dead or gone to sleep. Ethel's still fighting away.
Yeah, I mean, now that the big weapon off the front of Iceberg's gone, then I mean, we could. Okay, it's stuck on with tape.
Yep.
I'm not seeing it doing much damage.
Ethel, looks as though Ethel's out. Non-responsive.
Yeah. Maybe we're going for an immobilization. 5 seconds left.
Provided Angry Iceberg doesn't walk into the pit, he might have this.
And Iceberg takes it.
Iceberg takes it indeed. Well done, Iceberg.
I was going to make a comment about bloodlust, but it's robots, so I don't quite know what you call it if it's not living. Metal Lust?
I mean, the only thing that I actually have comment on was you guys during that fight. I've never seen anyone fight like that. I don't know if anyone else noticed. The main problem, I think, or in fact, maybe the solution to all your problems, is the fact that you were controlling it behind your head with a mask on whilst having beer poured into your mouth. And honestly, if that isn't how all of us want to be. So if anything, they deserve a giant round of applause for just existing.
We'd run out of steam by that point. We were all done.
You're tapping out for now.
He's retiring, but we'll come back anew.
I respect that. Who else have we got? How are we doing?
I think the drive's dead. Yeah.
So that's it. You're done now.
I don't think I don't have any spares in the gearbox, so I think I've shredded it. But I'll be back for next time.
Hey, that's the good attitude. We'll be back for next time. Be ready to go.
We can have a working spinner next time.
You would treat us to a working spinner. That would be incredible.
It'd be a nice change.
You did a good job nonetheless. Oh, hello. Something just fell on my foot from Alternator. Was that Monster Munch attached to the side?
Yeah, we're sponsored by Monster Munch.
Sponsored by Monster Munch. Wait, is this open? Is there any Monster Munch in there?
No, the robot ate it.
I was hoping it would be like the spinning crisps going everywhere, but that's not what you were going for.
No, that's what we've got to do. We'll do it next time, though. If Monster Munch want to get involved again, obviously hit us up.
Have you got any final comments? Oh, and there is also tortilla wraps on the top. They are duct taped on, and I've honestly never seen tortillas.
The question is, do they still taste good?
They're beckoning you. The live stream desperately wants to see that this is real. This is taped onto the top. And how does it taste?
Fantastic. Tastes like burning batteries.
Tastes like success.
Too right.
Do you guys want to go and tape those back on?
Yeah, why not?
Have you got any closing statements for everyone?
Well, no. No.
Fair enough. Thank you, guys.
Okay, sorry guys, we're still going to be a little bit longer. Sumo is both figuratively and literally cooling down. So I think we can give it 3 minutes or so. So we'll see you back in a bit.
to be awarded to the winner, and I'll leave that up to you guys to decide who wants to do that.
All right, everybody, sorry for the wait, but we are ready once again. This is time for the final. So we have two competitors of very, very differing stories, very similar designs. First up, we have a robot that is the first time they're entering into this competition. This is the first time we've ever seen this robot. And they managed to make it all the way up to the finals. You've seen them bash other robots. You've seen them going up against robots who just failed miserably. But so please, give a massive hand to Attire!
And I have to say, Alex, that I'm really impressed with Attire for its debut visit to the Robot Fighting League and for it to have reached the finals.
Yeah, I admit I was quite sceptical at the start. I thought the tyre was going to catch on all sorts of things, but it's really held up well.
Exactly. It did look to me originally that it was held together with duct tape, which, Alfred, incidentally, you might want to get duct tape to sponsor the next event, considering that we've used so much of it this year.
Get a discount. All right, so the final competitor in this final is, as I say, quite the opposite. This competitor has dominated many competitions. They've been in so many of them, they're practically a legend. So please, could you put your hands together for our last competitor of the evening, Screaming Sumo!
And Screaming Sumo, obviously a veteran of the game. Right. And it's here in honour of Thomas the Tank Engine again.
Still inhabiting the terrifying Thomas. So,
yeah. Thomas lives on.
So both of these robots have got really brutal front-mounted weapons.
So this should be a really interesting match.
They've both got slightly vulnerable wheels.
Yeah.
Good to see what happens here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Three, two, one.
Oh, and Thomas's straight downs.
Straight into it, yep.
They're really
Suma's
going at
fighting
each other
with-
from the
Oh
front.
my God! A tyre has lost the wheel!
Yeah.
Oh no! Was that a fatal blow? Oh no! Oh no!
And now we go, the front weapon seems to have gone on the tyre.
The wheels are damaged on the tyre, the motor doesn't seem to be working, but Sumo has also suffered a bit of a damage as well.
Yeah, some of that shielding on the side seems to have gone. And
yeah.
10, 9,
yeah.
8.
There we go. A tyre's non-responsive though.
5, 4, 3, 2.
That was short and brutal match.
It was very brutal. I think we've got our winner there though.
What a short final that was! So, over to you, LSTV.
Wow, that did not take as long as it probably should have. I feel almost like I need a moment of silence for you.
You know what? We lost, but Jake's an amazing robot builder, so we never expected anything less.
You two, let's have a kind word from each of you about each other's robots.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Tayo was one of the most scariest robots for me to go into. I even rushed it and pushed my batteries to try and make sure I had absolutely everything for this fight. And it's the first fight I've actually made where I made sparks, and they looked absolutely spectacular. So no, Tayo was fantastic, and I'm gonna get. You're gonna absolutely rebuild it, aren't you, mate?
Oh, definitely, definitely. We'll be here next time.
So, winner, champion. Again, once again, I'm sorry you have been beaten, but a worthy winner. How's your winning feeling?
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. After the embarrassment after last year, this feels absolutely fantastic.
You've redeemed yourself?
I hope so, and I hope Jason's looking through the camera and not shouting at it for once.
Well, maybe the true redemption round was the final.
How poetic. So, there wouldn't be it wouldn't be a competition with a winner without, a nice trophy. So if our judges would like to take our trophy and present it to our winner. Round of applause for everyone. Give us a pose, Jake. Come on, Jake, hold it up. Give us a good pose.
To our camera, do you have a warning for next year's competitors?
Well, I'm building Sumo Supreme, so you think you can beat Sumo? Good luck.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody. That is the end of our event. So thank you once again, and please give a massive round of applause for every single competitor that has come to this evening. There's so much thanks to give. There's FDM, there's Labman, there's ShockSoc, there's IET, there's the schools, there's the LUU. I can't thank everybody. But thank you for coming so much, and I hope to see you in March. Thank you very much.
I can't so bias.